Hello and welcome everyone. Another new video today featuring the Renown 44 that is currently in testing. Now the Renown 44 is based on a fast-moving battlecruiser armed with guns similar to those mounted on battleships such as the Queen Elizabeth. In the 1930s, Renown underwent a comprehensive upgrade that included reinforced armour and anti-air armament. Now the ship has many similarities with her counterpart, the British researchable battleship Renown. She has improved acceleration dynamics, high firing accuracy, AP shells that are effective against lightly armoured targets, and torpedoes with turning mechanics and an improved repair party, as well as engine boost and defensive fire consumables. At the same time, she has rather weak armour and a low salvo weight. However, the gameplay is slightly different from the researchable British battleship. Renown 44 is mainly designed to be a close-range battleship. In addition to 8 torpedoes with good damage, the ship is equipped with numerous secondary battery guns, and in addition, it also gets the Hydroacoustic Search consumable in the same slot as defensive fire, which makes close-range brawling much more viable. However, this consumable has a small number of charges. So the Renown in its 1944 format is less suited to the progression of the British battleship branch than her researchable counterpart. They have stated the Renown 44, if placed at Tier 6 in the branch, would surpass even the Tier VII Rooke in terms of AA and secondary guns. So that is the reason the Renown 44 is added in a state she was in historically a large part of her lifespan as a separate premium ship. It's also worth noting that the Renown 44 will be available in-game for free as part of one of the next dockyard events. So let's take a closer look at the Renown 44 very quickly. Build I'm using the secondary battery mod. In terms of consumables, damage con, repair party, engine boost consumable, and hydroacoustic search. This is the captain build. I'm using just straight up tank with some additional secondary range. We'll start by looking at the armor layout. The fore-end plating of 16mm, quite lightly armoured. Torpedo belt of 26mm, let's take that off. You can see the internal armour. Fore-end armour belt of 102mm. The main belt armour is 229. The upper casemate is 38mm. The main deck is all 29mm. There is an aft end armour belt of 76mm, protecting the rear turret, while the aft end plating is 16mm, which is noteworthy. It's the same as the superstructure plating. Look at the internal armour. You can see there is an element of sloped internal plating here. Look at the actual citadel itself. You can see there is definitely slope plating. Armour deck slope. 63mm of deck plating. Here it's 102. The Antwerp is 102. 102 and 26mm. So it is a submerged citadel. This ties in directly with the survivability. 55,200 hit points, a torpedo protection damage reduction of 13%. Now remember, this is further reinforced by having 5 repair parties and hydroacoustic search to aid with this, as 13% is not a whole lot. Moving to the main battery, Renown 44 gets 6 of these 381mm guns in 3 twin mounted turrets, 2 4 and one aft. These guns have a reload time of 27 seconds. They can rotate 180 degrees in 37.5 seconds. Max firing range of 16.9 kilometers with a max dispersion of 190 meters. These guns can fire both high explosive and armor piercing shells. High explosive has a max alpha damage of 5,350, 34% fire chance. They can pen 64 millimeters of armor and have a shell speed of 732 meters per second. The armor piercing shells can inflict a max damage of 11,350 and have the exact same shell speed. Moving to the secondary armament, 20 of these 113 millimeter guns in 10 twin mounted turrets. These have a reload time of 4.8 seconds, a max firing range of 8.5 kilometers, firing high explosive shells with a max damage of 1700, 8% fire chance. They can pen 19 millimeters of armor and have a shell speed of 746 meters per second. 8.5 kilometers is the max firing range, with upgrades, captain's skills and flags. Renown 44 also comes armed with 8 single mounted torpedo launchers. See the holes in the upper casemate. 8 single mounted, 4 on each side. These are the wiggly torps, so to speak. They have a firing range of 8 kilometers. They can inflict a max damage of 15,867 with a torpedo speed of 61 knots, and they can be surface detected at 1.3 kilometers. So 4 torpedoes per side. Looking at the Airstrike, these are depth charge Airstrike, 2 attack flights, 1 aircraft per attack flight, dropping 2 bombs with a max bomb damage of 2300. And these flights have a reload time of 37 seconds and a max operating range of 8 kilometers. Renown 44 comes with improved AA defense, 21 single mounted Oerlikons, 20mm, spread over the complete deck and superstructure. 18 of these twin mounted Oerlikons, also 20mm, again spread out all over the superstructure and deck. 1X quad mounted 40mm Vickers Mark 8. See it here on the top of the second turret. 3 octuple 40mm Vickers Mark 8s. 24 in total. The secondary battery, they are dual purpose. These 20 113mm, they all double up as AA guns. Now all combined, they pump out a continuous average damage of 230. The vast majority of which you can see here is short range. Vast majority. The Renown 44 can fire 4 shell explosions per flak salvo with a max damage of 1260, 35%, priority sector reinforcement, and these guns have a max firing range of 5.8 kilometers. So moving to the Renown's maneuverability, 31.4 knots. This is with the speed flag, so just under 30 knots base speed. Now remember, you get an 8% speed boost on top of this. The turning circle radius is 840 meters with a rudder shift time of 14.3 seconds. And finally, stats wise, we come to the concealment rating of 56, which equates to a detectability range of 11.5 kilometers by enemy ships and by enemy submarines and aircraft at 9.3 kilometers. So this is the HMS Renown 44 as she would have appeared at that time. Now this is still a work in progress, you must remember. It is subject to change throughout the testing process, but the Renown 44 has been announced. It will be a free reward ship during the next dockyard event. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little preview. If you'd like to see some live gameplay, feel free to come over and visit me on Twitch. You can see the link here on screen. I look forward to seeing you all. I'd like to thank you once again all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. Take a moment to check out some of my most recent videos and leave a comment below. And until the next time, keep sailing it like you stole it.